was talking about Amon Wiggins on Instagram. So he's interested in that stage of being this celebrity gossip blogger, rubbing elbows with celebrities. This is the same man that met the guy from Zeus Network and got his card. And just like he said on his live, not to bring him up, he said, Armand said, I'm in a space where Cardi B is offering me to be in this space to talk to these celebrities, and I'm one step closer to having my breakout moment. That's great. Now, when it comes to Jason Lee, of course, we reached out to Jason Lee because we want to know why was that employee fired. So I would like to know that information. And I heard through the grapevine they said she was messy. You can tell the messiness of this woman because this was the same woman that said my mother was on crack. It's the same woman that said my mother was dead. And she represents Unwind with Tasha K. So Tasha is a human being. She goes to the toilet like I go to the toilet. You know what I'm saying? So she's not God. The same way I want to say about Oprah. A lot of people say, "All to Monique, all you burning bridges, all you shouldn't be with this, all this." But do it stop people from going to her tour and buying a ticket for her comedy show? No, she's at peace because, like she said, Oprah is not the be all end all. Just like Tasha is not the all be all end all. She is a human being. And when we look at the track record of Tasha K, she fell out with Daytime Tea Time. She fell out with Lovely T. Those are women that actually met her family and met her children and met
Speak
her
on it.
husband. So
She
let's
fell out with Nick at night.
we
She
can
fell out with Armand.
so let's not act like this situation with Wiley is something totally different, and it's not.
Come on, somebody.
Hey guys, so I just wanted to come and touch on this video that I caught this morning from the Wiley channel. I guess it's more than one video. You know, I, I'm assuming he's going to continue to talk about it because they're bothered by him putting their names in his titles. But so maybe that's kind of how he's like, just kind of hitting back. But I don't know if you guys know, if you know the root of what all this is about. I'm only speaking from what I'm hearing in these videos. Number one, there's supposedly somebody working for Tasha K that used to work for Jason Lee. And so all of this involves so many YouTubers, and Jason Lee is not necessarily a YouTuber, but he has a YouTube page. He's a part of a Hollywood Unlock, and I think he has some other stuff going on here as well. So, it's Armand Wiggins, Storm Monroe, the Sean David Way show, Millie from Mob Radio, and Tasha K, somebody named Conscious TV that I'm not really familiar with. So there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of he say, she say stuff, it's very messy. That's the way it sounds. But I guess all of this came to a head yesterday on Christmas for whatever reason. Maybe it was just a slow day and they just decided to kind of use that to kind of build some numbers. I don't know, because these people, this is a part of their strategy to create arguments with each other here on YouTube. I don't really know how real all of this is or how fake it is, but supposedly, I guess Wiley may have put it out there that Jason Lee's assistant, or someone he fired from that was working for him now works for Tasha. Then there was a whole story about he went to Atlanta. Wiley went to Atlanta, took a trip to Atlanta to try to interview Tasha for his channel, and she would not allow him to do that because he had a friend with him. The girl could have, been working as an assistant or what have you. And so Tasha would not let him, which I listen, let me say this. I agree with her. I don't think she should have everybody in her house. I thought, since she has moved up, that she had like studio space. Honestly, I heard her and her husband talking about studio space. I don't know if they were building this in their own home or if they put it outside of her home. But yeah, when her children are dwelling, that you have to be very careful. And that's a sensitive thing. Like if someone's not wanting to let everyone in the house, I think you should just respect that. Because she has children, in her home. And not that you shouldn't trust your friend or your friend is not trustworthy. I'm just saying I don't think it's a good habit to get into, allowing all these people to come through your home. And when things happen, you don't really know where to start, right? So I agree with her on that. So he kind of took, I guess, he felt a way about her not giving him the interview because he felt like okay, she said that she was going to fly him back out there to do it at a later date, and he said that date never came. So, um, I don't know what's going on. Armand, when Armand is saying certain things about people now, he will go to his podcast. He won't bring a lot of stuff to YouTube the way he probably would do in the past. Now he would just kind of go to over there and podcast to talk about stuff. And some people, they will have backup channels, and they will use that backup channel to talk about personal issues, and then they will talk celebrity gossip on their main channel. Because all of these people that I'm referring to are all into that celebrity gossip sector. Like I said, I haven't talked about the YouTubians in a minute, so I'm gonna put some YouTubian videos up today. Just on some relaxed kind of stuff. But I saw this and I was thinking, like, I wonder what's going on. Why is she trying to cut ties with Wiley? Is it over Armand? Because they're now saying that she's friends with Armand. But Armand is supposed to have this relationship with Cardi B. So I think that he should be careful, because I think Tasha is definitely trying to get next to him over that Cardi B situation, or setup, I should say. I don't know that I don't know what's going on. I didn't really understand what their beef was about anyway. He has been able to grow his channel on his own. He felt like certain people, because I think Michelle Brown kind of said this as well, that he felt like certain people should reach out and help out, like help each other grow their channels. And I guess Tasha really didn't want to do that. And then Millie was saying she wanted to put people under contracts. And if you didn't want to go under the contract, then she kind of came up against you, right? And just because she has number, that doesn't always influence people in the way that people think. Just because you have numbers do not mean that people are not going to still come and listen to me just because you don't like me, and vice versa. And I'm not childish and petty like that. I'm very much a grown woman, and I don't even want to get involved in any back and forth with any of these people. That's why I don't care to get involved in all that. Like if I have a panel, it's probably going to be a panel of people that are not on YouTube that you will see me talking to if I ever decide to start doing stuff like that. I don't really want to get off into a bunch of food la la. I'm not interested in really doing let me battle with somebody to get my numbers up. Even though somebody have tried to pull me into that. And I'm going to get to her in this next video that I'm getting ready to put together on my YouTubians. Stuff I just found out about that. But yeah, let me know what you guys know about this whole Wiley situation and Tasha K, why they fell out. Now, I can hear her myself, where she told him that she would appreciate him giving her some distance. In other words, not to talk to her. And she said, don't call her husband for advice. So, I do agree with Millie. I don't think the YouTube thing is that deep. And I guess it just depends on what you're trying to do and where you're trying to go with all of this as well. I think that people who are trying to get connections with certain channels and certain people, they're going to probably go that extra mile and take a lot of this stuff personal, because they're trying to get wherever it is that they're trying to go with it. I just don't think it's that serious. I think that Wiley can grow his channel without Tasha K's influence. I think we could say that Armand, his channel grew without her influence. And Storm's channel grew without her influence as well, even though he was connected with Tasha. It was some of his own moves that he was making that helped his channel. She didn't necessarily, his number didn't spike because of Tasha K. His number spiked because of the things that he decided, the moves that he made on his own. But, they can tell a story how they want to tell a story. I guess this whole mentoring and all that stuff, it's a money-making, option, right? It's something that you can, put out there and try to make money off of, that you can help people grow their channels. But it just depends on how bad you want your channel to grow, I guess, for you to even get involved in all of that. But I think that there's definitely a reason. I'm sure there is a reason why she's saying she wants to cut ties with him. But here's my thing, like, even in the video that I'm watching, she kind of pops up in his live, right? And I think that if you're going to tell somebody you want distance from them, or you don't want to, you don't want your name connecting with their name, I feel like he needs to stop allowing her to jump into his lives. Because his audience, even though he may only have the 25,000 followers or whatever they're trying to say with that, his audience still could be very different from the people that listen to Tasha K. And sometimes people have these large, and Armand himself said that, just because people are saying that they have all these hundreds of thousands of followers, sometimes, they're bots, they're not real. I'm not saying that her numbers are not real, but I'm just saying it's not always what it seems. Things are just not always the way they look. And so you never know. I feel like if she's taking that approach with him, that he needs to stop allowing her to jump into his lives and give her that same treatment back. Because you still get to expose yourself to this man's audience, but he doesn't get to expose himself to your audience, because now you're telling him not to use your name in his titles. And so that's kind of trickery to me, but that's just my opinion. You guys can let me know what you think about this and what you know about it, because I really don't know, like I said, the root of it. It sounds like he was offended by not getting that interview. Not real sure what her angle is. Her angle could have something to do with Armand, or not. I don't know. I know the Storm gets along with, he was getting along with the Wiley show at one time, but I don't know what's going on now. So let me know what you guys know, and I'll see you in the next video.